What if I told you that one of the most important material driving the global shift to eco-friendly industrial lubricants come from a humble plants grown largely in India, and even more surprisingly, India controls nearly 90% of the global supply of this raw material. This isn't oil from the Middle East. This is castor oil, and it is quietly fueling a multi-billion-dollar industrial revolution. Right now, industries across the world are under pressure reducing carbon emissions, replace petroleum-based lubricant, meet strict environmental regulations. And guess what? Traditional lubricants are being phased out, but bio-lubricant, especially those derived from the castor oil, are becoming the go-to alternatives from aerospace to automobiles, from machinery to cosmetics. This single product is transforming entire supply chain, and at the center of it all, India. What are castor oil derivatives? Castor oil come from the seeds of the Ricinus communis plant, but raw castor oil is just the beginning. Through chemical process, it become high value derivatives like hydrogenated castor oil, HCO, sebaceous acid, 12-hydroxystearic acid, ricinoleic acid. These derivatives are incredibly valuable because they are biodegradable, non-toxic, high performance under extreme temperature, renewable, and that is why industries are switching fast. Global market size. Let's talk the number because this is where it gets serious. The global castor oil and derivatives market is currently valued at around 1.5 to $2 billion. But when we zoom out to the bio-lubricant market, it even gets bigger. $3 billion today, and projection shows massive growth, expected to reach 4.5 to $5 billion by 2030. Why? Because government in regions like Europe, North America are pushing strict sustainability policies, and companies are being forced to adopt green alternatives. Import-export data. Now let's look at the global trade flow. Top exporting country India dominate with 85 to 90% of global export. Other exporters like Brazil, China. China is limited, mostly processing side. Top importing regions United States, Germany, Netherlands, Japan, and South Korea. India export raw castor oil, semi-processed derivatives, fully refined industrial chemicals, annual export value over $1.2 billion and growing. Why India dominates? So, why India is so powerful in this space? It comes down to three major advantages. Number one, climate and geography. India, especially Gujarat, has perfect conditions for castor farming. Number two, farmer ecosystem. Thousands of small farmers specialize in castor cultivations. Number three, processing infrastructure. India doesn't just grow castor, it processes it at scale. Companies here produce pharma grade oil, industrial lubrications, specialty chemicals. Number 4. Cost advantage. Lower production cost is equal to highly competitive pricing globally. Why the world depend on India? Here is the reality. If India slow down castor oil production, the entire global supply chain feels it because there are very few alternative sources. Synthetic substitutes are expensive, and petroleum alternatives are being phased out. So, global manufacturers are heavily dependent on Indian suppliers. Business opportunity. This creates a huge opportunity if you are an importer, a distributor, a manufacturer. You can tap into this supply chain. Here is where the real money is. Bulk sourcing from India, private labeling, exporting to high demand markets, supplying eco-conscious industries. Margin can be significant, especially if you control sourcing. How I can help you? Now, here is the most important part. If you are looking to source castor oil, castor derivatives, bio-lubricant, raw material, I can help you directly connect with verified Indian manufacturers. What I offer: supplier sourcing, price negotiation, quality verification, export coordination, end-to-end support. So, instead of dealing with middlemen, you get direct access to the source. If you are serious about entering this market, comment castor below, and I will send you a free sourcing guide, suppliers list directly. This is one of the fastest growing green industry right now, and India is at the center of it. The question is, are you going to be part of it?